Once upon a time, in a small country town, there lived a 7-year-old boy named Carter. Carter was known for his insatiable curiosity. He was especially fascinated by dinosaurs. His room was a treasure trove of dinosaur posters, models, and books. He had dinosaur posters on all his walls, dinosaur toys across his floor, and dinosaur books stacked tall on his shelf. Every night, he would read books and imagine the wonders of the prehistoric world. As the sun slipped behind the hilly countryside, Carter, dressed in his favorite dinosaur pajamas, snuggled under the covers of his bed. He loved this time of evening, right before falling asleep, when he could let his imagination run free. "I wonder what it would be like to meet a real dinosaur," Carter whispered to himself, as he did every night. Just then, as he laid in bed, something extraordinary happened. A shimmering light surrounded him, and before he knew it, whoosh! Carter found himself in a mysterious dreamland. Dino Land. Carter opened his eyes and couldn't believe the sight before him. Lush green trees towered overhead, and exotic plants bloomed all around. Steaming hot springs bubbled nearby. Carter walked through the tropical landscape, amazed by the giant insects and unusual creatures slithering through the underbrush. Just then, the ferns in front of him started rustling. Carter jumped back as a small but fierce dinosaur with an extra-long neck and wings emerged. "Hello, Carter," the dinosaur bellowed in a sing-song-friendly voice. "My name is Tally, the Talos, and 75 million years ago, I lived right here in what is now North America." Tally shared that Talos have bird-like features, feathers, wings with talons, and extra-long talons on their hind feet. "What are talons?" Carter asked. "Our talons are our claws," Tally boasted, proudly showing them to Carter, explaining he used these to hunt for food. As Carter stood listening to Tally, a small group of Talos peered through the trees. They were as curious about Carter as he was about them, but they did not venture out from the safety of the trees. Carter was fascinated by Tally's huge wingspan and the intricate patterns on his feathers. He reached out gently to feel how soft they were. Tally chuckled and playfully flapped his wings, stirring up a gentle breeze that made Carter laugh with delight. Tally continued to share that Talos grew to about 3 feet tall, 6 feet long, and weighed about 100 pounds. "We love to eat meat, so we are carnivores. We lay eggs to make our babies, and walk on our hind legs. We run very fast, and have excellent eyesight to aid us in hunting for food." These facts fascinated Carter, and he was eager to meet more dinosaurs. After several minutes, Tally stretched his long, graceful neck high and released a melodic "Goodnight, Carter," before disappearing into the steamy jungle. Carter waved goodbye to Tally and ventured deeper into Dino Land. He crawled through a hollow tree trunk and stumbled out the other side, into a vastly different world. Ice and snow stretched as far as the eye could see. Towering snow-covered mountains glittered under the moonlight. Carter, now wearing a cozy winter parka decorated with pictures of dinosaurs, trotted through the drifts. He soon arrived at a frozen swampy water, where he spotted movement under the ice. Suddenly, a dinosaur burst through the surface, sending shards of ice scattering. Brrrr, isn't it freezing? The dinosaur chattered, pulling herself out of the freezing swampy waters. I'm Thelma, the Telmatosaurus. Welcome to Romania 80 million years ago. You are visiting during the winter time. As they huddled together for warmth, Thelma educated Carter about Telmatosaurus. We are known for our duck-billed heads. We are herbivores. So we love to eat plants. We lay eggs to make our babies. And we are small in stature to preserve fuel for our bodies. Because we are small, we do not need to eat much food. We are 5 feet tall, 16 feet long, weigh about 1 ton, and walk on 4 legs. After a few more icy facts, Thelma, the Telmatosaurus, splashed back into the frigid swampy water, laughing. Good night, Carter. Don't let the frost bite. His teeth still chattering from the frosty encounter, Carter stumbled into a new landscape, a dense jungle. Massive sequoia trees dwarfed Carter as he made his way through the underbrush. Carter suddenly noticed an enormous shadow looming over him. He slowly turned around to find an impossibly giant dinosaur standing silently behind him. Hello down there, the friendly beast bellowed. I didn't mean to scare you, little one. I'm Theo, the Therizinosaurus. Carter gazed open-mouthed at the towering creature. For the next few minutes, Theo described life 70 million years ago in Mongolia. Carter learned all about his unusual diet and the purpose of his gigantic claws. We eat both plants and meat, and are famous for our long necks and enormous claws, Theo stated. Oh wow! Exclaimed Carter, fascinated with Theo. You are an amazing dinosaur. Can I ride on your back for a better view of the jungle? Carter asked. Sure, Theo replied willingly. As Carter rode on Theo's back, Theo continued telling Carter more facts about the Therizinosaurus. Our claws are over 3 feet long and help us hunt and defend ourselves. We grow to about 16 feet tall, 33 feet long, and weigh about 5 tons. After finishing his facts, Theo the Therizinosaurus leaned down, gave Carter an affectionate nuzzle with his fuzzy snout, and wandered off into the dense forest, calling, "Good night, Carter." After bidding Theo the Therizinosaurus farewell, Carter skipped through a shortcut in the dense forest and stumbled into a vast, glowing, grassy plain bursting with beautiful flowers. Vibrant bouquets bloomed as far as the eye could see. He smelled something sweet and strolled into a small clearing filled with ripe fruit, scattered across the forest floor. Carter suddenly froze at the sight of a young dinosaur couple stepping into the grassy plain. But instead of being afraid, Carter felt calm and happy in their lumbering presence. Don't be shy, come join us, the dinosaurs gently called to Carter in sing-song voices. They introduced themselves as Tina and Tony, the Telmatosaurus. They explained they lived 110 million years ago in North America. Did you know that Telmatosaurus are herbivores, plant eaters? And that we reproduce by laying eggs and have unusually long whip-like tails? Tina asked Carter. Our tails are lifted off the ground by special tendons that help us balance. And our beaked mouths are perfect for browsing vegetation. We grow to about 10 feet tall, 25 feet long, weigh about 2 tons, walk on 4 legs but can stand up on our 2 back legs, Tony added. After filling up on fruits under the tall trees, Carter gave his new friends a big hug, said goodnight, and headed out of the grassy plain. Carter wandered from the glowing grassy plain into a breathtaking bamboo grove bathed in starlight. Thick patches of bamboo stalks swayed gently overhead in the breeze. Carter gasped with delight when he saw movement in the bamboo, and out poked the head of a dinosaur, munching happily on the leaves. This dinosaur had a distinctive horn-like crest on its head. "Yummy, these leaves sure are tasty," the dinosaur exclaimed. "Hi, I'm Cindy, the Cintosaurus from China 75 million years ago. Come try some bamboo, Carter." As Carter snacked beside his new friend, Cindy asked, "Would you like to touch my crest?" As Cindy bent her head, Carter reached up and touched the horn-like crest on her head. "Awesome," he shouted. "Tell me more about yourself." Cintosaurus are herbivores, so we eat only plants. We grow to about 12 feet tall, 27 feet long, and weigh about 3 tons. We walk on 4 legs, but can stand on our 2 back legs. We have powerful teeth to chew on tree branches and large plants. We do not like to be alone, so we love to travel together as a family. Stuffed on delicious bamboo, Carter thanked Cindy the Cintosaurus for sharing captivating facts about their appearance, diet, and home. He bid her good night and continued his journey. After leaving the peaceful bamboo grove, Carter stumbled through some dense ferns and found himself standing before a bubbling pit of lava. Steam rose all around him, and the air felt hot and dry. He was near the slope of an active volcano. Just then, the ground started to shake. Carter turned to see an enormous dinosaur bounding toward him. The giant creature had piercing yellow eyes, rows of sharp teeth, and muscular legs that shook the earth with each thundering step. "Hello there. I'm Tori, the Torvosaurus," the dinosaur roared over the rumbling volcano. "Welcome to my home, in the lush forests of 150 million years ago, in Portugal and Colorado." Tori excitedly told Carter how he was one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs of his time, weighing about 4 tons, and how he used his massive jaw and blade-like teeth to take down large prey. "We grow to about 10 feet tall and 32 feet long," Tori boasted. After several earth-shaking minutes, Tori the Torvosaurus said goodbye to Carter, but not before affectionately licking Carter from head to toe with his giant sandy tongue. With his clothes still damp with dinosaur drool, Carter crawled under some fallen logs and pulled himself out onto a wide-open grassland. In the distance, a small herd of Triceratops grazed peacefully. The warm glows of the starry sky shone brightly on the wildflowers waving in the breeze. But suddenly, the ground began to shake intensely. The stomping grew louder and louder until... Surprise! Carter nearly fainted as an enormous dinosaur head popped out of the tall grass in front of him with a roar. "Did I catch you off guard, buddy? I'm Tyrannosaurus. But you can call me Rex," the dinosaur said with a chuckle. Rex told Carter about being one of the last giant meat-eaters before dinosaurs went extinct, hunting prey with his massive jaws and banana-sized teeth. Rex explained that Tyrannosaurus were fearsome predators who lived in North America 80 million years ago. "We are powerful, have large heads and a mighty powerful bite. We run very fast, running at nearly 18 miles per hour despite weighing over 8 tons, and can see very well, and also have a keen sense of smell," Rex boasted proudly. "We are very tall. We grow to about 15 feet tall and 40 feet long." Carter asked for a demonstration of Rex's speed. So Rex took off sprinting, and promptly tripped over his enormous feet into a giggling heap. After saying goodnight to his clumsy but gentle giant friend, Carter happily continued on, through Dino Land. Still chuckling from the encounter with the clumsy Tyrannosaurus, Carter wandered into a quiet, dimly moonlit pine forest. Mighty evergreens towered all around, and a carpet of red pine needles covered the forest floor. The air smelled fresh and woodsy. Carter was enjoying the serene setting when he heard the pitter-patter of clawed feet rushing toward him. He turned just as a whole family of troodon dinosaurs surrounded him, yipping playfully. "Well, hello there. Welcome to our family," warmly chirped Trina, the mother troodon. As the troodon children rolled and tumbled over Carter, Trevor, the father troodon, explained that they were from 75 million years ago in North America and Asia. Did you know that troodons are small, bird-like dinosaurs? And that we are omnivorous? We eat both meat and plants? Trina asked. "We are very smart because our brains are huge compared to our body size. We have large eyes with great eyesight. We hear and can smell things from far away. And we grow to about 3 feet tall, 8 feet long, and weigh about 110 pounds, Trevor added. Our excellent vision helps us hunt at night, Trina chimed in. After thanking his new friends for sharing fascinating details about their intelligence, lifestyle, and the significance of their large eyes, Carter gave the troodon young one last belly rub and bid them good night, ready to conclude his magical night in Dino Land. Carter walked further through the tranquil pine forest until he noticed beams of shimmering moonlight streaming through the trees ahead. He strode faster toward the light, and soon found himself back in his bedroom. The magical light faded, leaving him with memories of a remarkable adventure. Carter couldn't believe the magical prehistoric adventure he just had while dreaming. With a smile on his face, Carter snuggled further under his covers once again, preparing to go back to sleep. As he closed his eyes, he relived the joyous moments with the friendly dinosaurs. With a heart full of gratitude, Carter drifted into a peaceful sleep, eager for the next night's adventures in Dino Land. Good night, Carter. Good night, little one. May your dreams be adventurous and magical.